channels will be created, and especially in my opinion, they will be fairly decent ASMR, where I can listen to them for maybe the year that they are active, and then once that year is over, they just stop posting, which I think is a really weird phenomenon. That's a nice word on this microphone. Phenomenon. But yeah, I've noticed it a lot with a lot of channels that I have watched in the past, where they will be producing ASMR and disappear, which I think is a really weird phenomenon. I think also ASMR is becoming such a widespread thing that it's honestly kind of easier to get into than a lot of other genres on YouTube, as all you need with ASMR is a half-decent microphone. I feel like with other genres, say gaming or clips or television or anything else, there is a higher bar, whereas ASMR, anyone can create it. This is absolutely not a bad thing, by the way. This is, if anything, better than what... This is not a bad thing, by the way. If anything, I think I would rather this. As I feel like a lot of people have really good sense when it comes to ASMR, especially after you watch ASMR for so long. But I think that a lot of people I always see ASMR artists going around saying that their lives have changed because whenever they're like at the grocery store, they are tapping on objects to see whether it'll make a good sound. And I feel like subconsciously a lot of people who enjoy and watch ASMR feel very similarly and will also do the same thing from time to time. That is kind of talking from personal experience, as before this I was definitely one of those people. I would go around and would just tap on objects and see what sounds they could make, and I would think to myself, oh wow, these would be quite good for ASMR. I hope the audio turns out okay on this ASMR video. It is mostly just a test video that I am doing for the time being, to see how the microphone will pick up and to see what other effects I need to add on. And that is basically it. I hope that anyone who is watching has had a wonderful day. I'm not quite sure how many people are going to watch this, probably very little, but that's okay. I hope the one person out there who ends up seeing this, and if you get to this point, I hope you enjoy. And yeah, I also saw a clip earlier today on Twitter about the Euphoria ASMR scene, which I think was a little crazy, in my opinion. I feel like ASMR has such a weird kind of vibe attached to it for not a good, well, it has a weird vibe to it because of other people looking from the outside in, or maybe the others who don't get ASMR might look at it and say, ooh, I don't like this. Like they'll look at someone doing some mouth sounds and they'll instinctively like dislike it, which is understandable. Not everyone who listens to ASMR likes mouth sounds, for example, anyway, but just to get the point across. But I feel like there's already this stigma around ASMR, and I think that when a big company that has access to a wide audience, I think that they need to be more you have these companies going around telling all the other people that, oh no, this is something weird. You should be, well, not afraid, but you should be weirded out by this, which I just think is silly, to be quite frankly honest. It's a little silly, it's a little silly. I hope that your day is going well, whoever ends up coming to this section of the video. I hope your day is going well. I'm extremely happy as summer is almost upon us, which means that I can finally go out to the beach again, which is exciting. I miss the beach so much. I don't quite know what prompted me to film this video, to be quite honest. I think I just saw multiple of the channels that I watch, I was going through their old videos from when they first started